There's a dragon here. I know it's been a little while since I did a video, so I thought I would do an update. I'm still in Kansas. I am still pursuing a college degree, but I switched a couple semesters ago from an art major to a psychology major. I am now a junior. Last semester I took child development, psychology of child development, psychology of adolescence, psychology of drug and behavior, and I took a women in crime class in the criminal justice department just so I could get a certificate. And I really, really enjoyed the criminal justice class more than I thought it would. It actually was put together very well and organized by the teacher very well. And unlike a lot of my other classes, it was just very organized. The syllabus was complete, and the teacher graded things quickly. It was actually quite refreshing to have a class where the teacher graded things almost the next day, and also laid out clear parameters of what she expected from me as a student. I won an award. I was given an award last semester for the semester before for a paper I wrote in my APA Science of Psychology class. I won Best Online Science Paper for a paper I wrote on whether or not gender was a binary construct. And it was a grueling class. Basically, it was a whole class on how to write a paper in APA style, and I actually despised the class. And by the end of it, was so sick of the paper that, I was done with it because I revised it and rewritten it, and it was just a pain in the neck. But I stuck with it, and I ended up winning an award for it, the paper. So, and I'm attempting to write some more papers. I'm trying to write a paper between the break. I have some classes that are starting here in a couple of weeks. I'm taking 2 summer classes. I'm taking, geology with the lab because I need to get some science credits so I can get, so my degree can be a bachelor's of science in psychology rather than a bachelor's of arts in psychology. So I have to take an additional 13 science credits, which means that I got to beef up on some math and science because I haven't done that in 30 years. So I turned 48. And I don't know, I got a lot. I had a really good semester in some ways, but always at the end it's difficult when you get to April. April is a difficult month in academia. Everybody checks out pretty much from April 1st till I'm starting to realize you can't communicate with teachers the last third of any semester. They're available the first 2/3, and then it's very difficult to get them to focus and get back to you and to communicate with you because it's a pressure cooker, not only just for students but for teachers. The teachers have their own agenda, and they're all trying to swim up to the top of the fishbowl of their, career and shit too. So, but it's been good and it's been bad. It's been good and it's been bad. That's all I can say. Studying psychology as intensely as I have now for 2 years has left me more questions than answers, and the initial excitement I had and just passion for learning now has been replaced with more questions and suspicion on the research methods in general. And I'm tainted by my own bias and my own upbringing and environments with religious ideologies, and there's a lot of taint of that. There's just this touch of religiousness to a lot of the way that they approach psychology, and I'm starting to realize that, you know, now you don't know. That's what I'm telling you. I'm trying to express to you. There's just a whole hell of a lot of narcissists in this country, and even more, a whole lot of narcissists in the psychology department, not only students, but teachers too. And I self-admit that I have definitely been a narcissist in the past, self-absorbed. I wouldn't even say I was a narcissist. I don't think that I'm the shit anymore. I've been humbled by life the last fucking 6 years, big time. From getting cancer during the pandemic, from going from, I was 200 pounds almost all the time. I'm now 165. I do not have the strength I used to have. I don't think I'll ever get it back. My diet severely has changed. I cannot eat anything. I haven't done any videos about that, but my diet is like, I can only eat, there's less than 10 things I can eat on a regular basis, so eating is not even fun anymore. It's just basically eating so I don't starve. I can eat hummus, I can eat avocados, and I have to make my own hummus because I can't do any oils besides olive oil and avocado oil. I can't do wheat anymore. My stomach just won't do it. I don't drink anymore. I can't do any refined sugars. I can't do any processed meats. I can't do any dairy. And this isn't because I want to. Like, it was a whole year of being in the hospital, getting procedures done, getting tubes and things shoved down different orifices and pictures taken and all kinds of fucked up shit that sucked, including massive amounts of regularly scheduled pain on a daily basis. And then I systematically did a FODMAP diet where I went down to eat nothing but like cucumbers and garbanzo beans, pretty much. Like, just, I take a supplement vitamin, so I'm not getting my nutrients, but my diet severely changed. And now I eat like I joke I eat like a Berkeley hippie, like, it's ridiculous how healthy I eat, and not because I want to. I would love to have a double cheeseburger with bacon and 3 Stellas. Like, that would be wonderful, but I can't. Like, my stomach is just trashed, and I don't know what it's from. I don't know if it's just life. I don't know if it was the trauma of the pandemic and combined with also going through, surgery for cancer and all the just life. Life has been stressful. I know a lot of you that followed me because I was a tattoo artist. I'm not tattooing anymore. I tattoo myself, and that's about it. And I don't even do that often anymore. I'm too busy with school. Funny story. Tattoos. The last tattoo I did was this thing right here. I do these sigils, which you can kind of see. Every once in a while, I do sigils on myself. I make them up and inscribe them, and then forget what they're about. But I did this, and so this I can't even get my hand the right way. Well, imagine it upside down. So, the funny story about this is, it was on a bar soap at this Holiday of Lights festival in Kansas City that's run by the people that run the Renaissance Fair. And the soap was in a position so it looked like this, but the other way. So to me, it looked like a moon. Like, I thought it was a moon. And it looked like a dragon or a fox, like, intertwined with a moon, or a dragon flying over a moon. I had no idea what it was. So I bought the soap, left it in my bathroom for months, and then one day I was like, man, when I bought the soap, I thought it was a neat symbol, but I had no idea what it was. And so one day, just impulsively, I took the soap out of my bathroom, set up a little impromptu tattoo little station in my extra bedroom, and I tattooed this thing on me in one sitting. It's not perfect. In fact, it got fucked up and a little infected, because when I tattoo myself, I'm not as hygienic as I should be. And I don't know what I did exactly, but it just didn't heal up good, and I probably overworked it because I'm out of practice. But whatever. And so I showed my wife. I went down and showed her after I tattooed. I'm like, look, I did this moon fox thing. She's like, that's not a moon fox thing. That's Harry Potter. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's Harry Potter. and I can't get my arm the way I can't. Just imagine it upside down. It's from this like picture of Harry Potter, his hair, and then there's glasses, but the soap didn't have the glasses on it, or it wore off when I never saw the glasses on the soap. I had no goddamn idea that was Harry Potter's hair. So I thought it was like a fox moon. That's what, So that's just a funny story on perspective and what things can mean to people, because I accidentally tattooed Harry Potter's hair on my fucking arm, which is bloody ridiculous. So that may be the last tattoo I do for a while, just because I'm so weak. My body cannot withstand getting long tattoos anymore. And I want more tattoos. I gotta get my strength back up, or health, or something, or I don't know. But I'm fucked up now since the pandemic. Like I have steady hands sometimes, but sometimes I don't. And I had carpal tunnel declared to me years ago, and I got arthritis in my rib cage. I got a slew of fucking conditions now, and I'm 40 fucking 8. I know. I was in my 30s when I started this channel. It's been like over 10 years since I started this channel, and that's why I'm not on here. I'm back on social media, but I don't know. I'm almost like I don't like social media. I don't engage with it. I still have YouTube. I still watch YouTube because I learn a lot from YouTube. I found a really good channel this week called Big Think. Big Think is what it's called. Oh man, what's it called? Yeah, Big Think. Had a really good interview with this Stanford biologist about whether or not we technically have free will. So, I still get on YouTube. I try not to read the comments, but I do read the comments because it's hard not to. I still collect crap, but I'm getting to where I don't know. Changing. I'm happy about it, but I'm also sad about it, because since I moved to Kansas and stopped tattooing professionally, I lost a good majority of my friends, or what I thought were my friends. Big circle anymore. People I don't have. I'm estranged from my family for about 4 years. I haven't talked to my mom, my dad, or my brother. It was hard the first couple of years. It gets easier. It is easier. I had a lot of realizations about my family. Some stuff I'm still figuring out. My friend, one of my best friends, burned me right after the pandemic for close to 10 grand. So that was tough, because I love the cat, and he was a big part of my life, and I was connected with his toy shop, and I did a lot with him. But he had a business, and he took advantage of me, and I was nice enough to give him a bunch of stuff on a promise, and then that promise just never manifested. So that hurt. It's almost like I still feel. I can't even say I feel young anymore. I don't. Like I did, but this last few months, I was starting to feel like it's like finally I've been kicked in the balls enough to where my balls now are like, ooh, wait a second before you fucking drop your shorts. Like, do you really want to get kicked in the balls again? Because that shit fucking hurts, and people are cruel, and it's almost like, I'm married, I got a wife. We're not like traditional in our marriage. We both kind of do our own thing, but we work well together, and she's the only person I trust that I know I can be myself with, and she doesn't judge me, and she expects nothing of me, and I don't control her. She does what she wants, and I do what I want, and it's pretty much the only way I can be married, because I'm like that. Who is it? Creedence Clearwater? No, it's not Creedence Clearwater. I Can't Change song by. It's not the Eagles. It's not Creedence. It's that band that had the fucking racist flag on the cover. Not Alabama. Can't think of it. Lord, I can't change. It's the song Freebird, and I can't remember the band. It's slipping my mind. But that's the best value you can get for your 50 cents in a jukebox back in the day, was to put in Freebird, because it's like a 8-minute song or something. But yeah, I can't change. I can and I can't. Like, there's core things about my personality that probably will never change, but if you just change or you just get to a point of acceptance. I don't know. I'm still, and that's the main reason why I started studying psychology, is I want to understand myself better. And I am. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't know if I can do anything with it. I almost feel like some days I don't feel like I'll be able to do anything with my degree. I'm going to try to get into a graduate program. I really want to get a master's degree in clinical psychology. I don't know if I'll be able to use it though. It's mainly because I want to study further. I don't. It's a big word, is what you learn when you start studying psychology. It means a lot of different fucking things, and it has a lot of different avenues and paths you can go to study. It's, it means a lot of things to a lot of different people. You can put psychology in front of a lot of different things or behind different things, and then it means something totally different. And I guess that's the core problem I have right now with what I'm studying. Is the foundations of it are corrupt. Bunch of fucking, you know, old white guys that were privileged to have the time and, status to sit around and hypothesize their opinions on how people worked and their expertise. And a lot of it is just bullshit, to be honest with you. I mean, not all of it, though. There's enough of it that's relevant and interesting and applicable to make it interesting enough for me to want to continue to study. But at the same time, the farther I go, the more I'm like, man, some of this shit's hard to swallow. It's almost like the first time you go to church and they're just singing and fucking having a potluck and everybody's nice, and then by the third or fourth time when they tell you, you know what I mean, Cain killed Abel, and then Cain married some lady that never existed before, and they had kids, and it just, you start to, all these questions start to come about, like, what the fuck, this makes no sense. And I'm almost at that point where I'm just like, I don't know. So, but I'm not giving up on it. If anything, I want to continue to study it, and I want to get a master's degree so I can tear it the fuck apart like I've done everything else. But with academia, you have to go far enough to establish yourself as a learned and knowledgeable person in the field that you are attacking to be taken seriously enough to be able to attack it. And I guess that's kind of why I like psychology still, is that they acknowledge, for the most part, the people in the department in the school I'm going to acknowledge the shortcomings and the foundational problematic, just white centric, elitist fucking layer at the bottom that has all been shoved atop of. And they're trying to change that, and they're trying to progress beyond that and include other stuff. But the problem I have in college is every time I get to this point, I end up jumping to a new goddamn department. I did theater, and then I went to art, and then I went to art history, and now I'm in fucking psychology, and I took one criminal justice class, and it's fascinating. And now I'm minoring in criminal justice. So I'm taking juvenile criminal justice class this summer with the geology class, and then in the fall I'm taking 2 criminal justice classes and 2 psychology classes. No, I'm taking a chemistry class, and I'm taking intimate behavior psychology class. Maybe I'm also been invited to take a class, a 600 level history class, because the professor I became friends with, and it's about man, mysticism, magic, mythology, and heretics. And he wants me to help him design the class because he knows I've studied that cult for a very long time, and I've read tarot for 30 years. So, but I don't know. I might just audit that class because I just don't want to write the paper probably that's going to be required at the end. Or I kind of do, but I kind of don't. I wish that was a flat fee for classes in college where I could just pay a lump sum every semester and take 5 or 6 classes, because I'd take more classes, but every class I take, I borrow money to go to college. I don't have the money to go to college. I'm borrowing money. And they give me money that pays for my stuff, and then I get to keep the leftover. My future self is supposedly going to pay, right? Yeah, right. Sure. Unless I get a 6-figure job, I ain't worried about it because they ain't gonna get it from me. Good luck, feds. Maybe don't make that next cluster bomb, and you can write off my debt or something. But I'm not worried about future me's debt. I'm worried about tomorrow, future me, feeding myself. Because the fucking super goddamn healthy food I'm buying is like 3 times as much for 1/3 the amount. And this is how much I've changed. When I first started this channel, I used to drink like lemonade fizzy water. I would dump like lemonade with seltzer water and drink that straight up like half and half. I couldn't drink either of those things now because it's seltzer water. Now I drink traditional medicine chamomile tea. And if I'm feeling really bold, I'll put a tablespoon of honey in it. Ooh, you know. But let me think. I don't know my things last time I did this channel. I got more gold teeth done. I get these last 2 gold. So I'm still kind of into body modification, but I definitely